if it's possible for something to move for, you can make the distinction because if the fire can actually move through the location and keep going, but is reduced in intensity, then that's a sink. But if it is entirely stopped, then it's going to be just a severing in the flow path. You don't go any further. So one affects the topology, and one is merely depressing the simulation values. So different things. But you can see like this, the water one is easier to visualize in that case, or the visual blight, things like that. So you flow it, and you have sinks. So a priori, we can go in and identify source regions, we can identify sink regions, we can identify users. They're all potential things. We don't know if they're actually going to interact with one another because we don't have the topology.
And just one final question, like in the two examples that are, so in your provisioning region,
yes.
Could you have like so say the provision is wildfire regulation, and in the case of Austin gave, that means thinning the trees. So do you have like some probability that the thicker your trees, the lower your probability that you're providing that service?
Now we're going to have fun with the terminology and sort of mess with your head a little bit. It's still the source of the medium, right? The service medium, not the source of the service.
Right.
That's what we have to keep in mind. So the thing that moves, right? But the service is detrimental or beneficial. In the case of wildfire, you're flowing a detrimental carrier. You're moving a threat. Therefore, the thing that provides the service is the sink. That's the thing that provides wildfire regulation or flood regulation. In the case of provisioning or beneficial flow, in that case, the provisioning region is the good thing. And sinks are bad because they prevent you from getting more of the thing that you want. So it has to do with where you assign value, to sources or to sinks in the landscape. But it all has to do with how much provides the user. Any other questions before I keep running with it? Because I'm going to go into this in more detail.
That's kind of like water quality too, right? Where you have something generating clean water and then the sink is actually could be polluting it.
Exactly. So in that case, the sink, exactly. So you have like a 100% water quality value, or whatever it is when it starts. And when it hits there, the quality value gets decreased as it hits pollution locations. So in that case,